This video is going to go over some key things in searching for valid online resources. So if you go to external links and click research sources, I have put in several links to different websites that are going to be very useful for you when doing your mini papers and some of your group activities. I want you to use valid research sources. So I have put links into some key websites that will help you and ensuring that you're using valid sites. Also, when you're writing these mini papers, I tell you, or I give you the choice to write APA or MLA style. You need to decide which one. So if you're not sure, I would go to both of these websites and review or look at how an APA paper is done and how an MLA paper is done, and then decide which format you're going to use to write in for those assignments. But for the main purpose of this video is to show you how to search for valid sources. So I have a link to Alabama Virtual Library. You'll go to Student Resources, and we're going to click College and University. And here are all of your databases. Okay. I like EBSCO, so let's click EBSCO. Let's deselect. And we want to select databases that will give you sources that are going to be useful for your research. So I'm clicking ones that I think would be helpful, like Health Source. This is a science course, so yeah, you might have some health topics. Don't select newspaper sources, and let's do professional development collection, and let's hit continue. So that narrows the databases down. Say for instance, if I tell you to write something on the flu, so we're going to put in the flu, and you're interested in different vaccines. That's an area that you want to write on in your paper. So the flu is the topic, and the specific area you want to write on is vaccine. So let's click scholarly peer-reviewed journals. We want the references available. We want to look at those. Let's narrow the search from January 2013 to, let's say, May 2014. So that narrows your search, and you don't have so many journals that are going to pull up. So here we are. Now it's down to 9. That's workable, right? So if you look here, you want to see if this will be a good article to use for your paper. Notice you have an abstract. Always read the abstract and see if that's what you really want to select. If it is, then you can click on the PDF. And with the PDF, it's just a scanned copy of what is actually in the journal. Okay? And once you pull it up, notice here it says research letter. It is valid, but just know that this it's going to be kind of limited. And this is just focusing on South of Africa and everything. So make sure this is what you really want. So what I like to do when it comes to articles, I like to save them. So go ahead. I would save it to a flash drive. Name it so you'll be able to locate it again. If I were you, I would just get a flash drive, put a folder on there that says Biology 101 or just online biology. And in that folder, any articles, anything that I need for the class, I will put there. So here's the article. You're going to read it. How would you cite it? So here's a little notebook over here. You decide that you're going to write APA style. Here is how you would do your reference for this particular article, APA style. Or you decide to write MLA. Here's the correct citation or format for doing MLA. But notice wording makes a difference. If you are writing APA, the format is a little different, and notice it says references. Okay? If you are writing MLA, notice it says works cited. So it's a little different. So make sure you are paying attention to which format. Don't teeter-totter or go back and forth between the two. Decide on which one and stick to it. One thing that I like to do too, if I'm working with a large volume of resources and trying to put something together, I would start a reference page. If you know what, so basically I would do this and copy that, open up a Word document, paste it in there. Now I have that reference, okay? And I'll just keep me a running list. So if this is an article that I know I want to use and I'm going to come back to it, first of all, I'm going to save it. You can save it. You can email it to yourself, but I just like to save it and put it on a flash drive. Then I will go to here where it says cited, copy the APA or the MLA format, put it in a Word document, save that, and keep it as a running list of my references, because in a Word document you can rearrange them in alphabetical order, because you know references or works cited have to be in alphabetical order. So go back to our reference list and go through, maybe look at some more, and then once you have a nice variety of sources, make sure that it's what you want to use, and you begin to write. Now, another thing that I want to show you with these online resources, let's come out of here. Let's make this, trying to get back to Blackboard. There are some other research sources that you can use, like CDC is great. And if you go here, it says publications. CDC is not the reference. CDC is just what you're using to do your search. These are 3 journals. You can search within those journals, and basically the same way that I showed you with AVL, you can do it the same way. These are great journals to use for doing research. Also, the same thing with NIH, or National Institute of Health. Same thing. Good website. They do offer some great information, but in this case you would use this as your source, which is NIH, or National Institutes of Health. Here, like I said, great research. PubMed, just great information that you can use. So it's a difference between a website and an actual journal. For NIH, it would be the actual website. For CDC, if you're using their journals, it will be the actual journals or publications. And AVL, it would be, again, the journal that you took it from. So I hope this is going to be helpful to you when you are writing research papers or doing research for your group assignments. And just use all of the resources that I have shown you to make your paper or your projects the best quality that they can be.